You never take the respect that a cheetah has for you or the respect you have for a cheetah for granted. They are an apex predator, so you're always cautious, you're always wary, you're always respectful. Hi, I'm Harry, I'm 27. I've got Ebony, the 5-year-old cheetah here on my lap. I'm the assistant curator at Cheetah Outreach, and I look after the health and welfare of the animals. The 7 cheetahs that we have on site have all been born and bred in captivity and hand-reared by people. So they've always known people as their caretakers. They're very, very comfortable with us. From the age of 14, I actually volunteered at the local cattery. So I've always been looking after animals my entire life. To be in an enclosure on your own once I was signed off as a handler was very special because it's just you and the animal, and they really get to know you quite well. And to have a cheetah come up and purr for you and groom you or put his head in your shoulder is a very special connection to experience. I've been very lucky to rear a few cubs. We rear them very young, from about 3 weeks of age, on a bottle, and then we progress them up to weaning and on meat. And through that process, they become very bonded with the people that raised them. This is Romeo. I've known him since he was 7 or 8 months old. We've got a pretty good bond together. He's a sweetheart 90% of the time, but just like everybody, he does have his grumpy days. This is Rafiki. He's a 5-year-old male. Good fella. I'm quite lucky because Rafiki can be temperamental, but he really likes me. He greets me when I enter enclosures. Cheetah Outreach is an environmental education and conservation program that focuses on educating the public and public advocacy for the plight of the cheetah, as well as fundraising for conservation initiatives for the cheetah in the wild. Worldwide, there's only around 7,000 cheetah left, and considering that there were close to 100,000 at the turn of last century, it's a huge shame that their numbers are dwindling. It's just really important to make sure that they're comfortable. If they're comfortable, they tend to respect you back, and we've had no issues whatsoever. So the typical day at Cheetah Outreach is a morning start where we tend to the animals, which includes feeding, and then later on in the day we actually open up the facility for the public to come through. We're here early this morning to prep for a cheetah run. The volunteers are filling in some holes, and we're running a line around a motorized pulley system for them to chase. And then we'll bring some cheetahs through and hopefully they'll chase it. Animals in captivity have a lot of spare time, and these guys are fed every morning with pre-butchered meat, so they don't have the opportunity to run, which normally in the wild they'd be doing to predate or to run away from other predators. So it's really important for their welfare to give them the opportunity to express natural, innate behaviours. To see a cheetah run at full speed is very impressive. They are the fastest land mammal, and they're physically built to run fast. All of their physical adaptations are for speed. They're not very good jumpers or climbers, but they're very good at acceleration, and their top speed is 110 kilometers per hour, which is very, very quick. We're just going to move Romeo after his run back to the ambassador enclosures, We rotate the cheetahs every single day, and then they get enrichment out of being in a new environment and smelling where cats have been the day before. Good boy. So that's all the morning husbandry done for the animals, so they're all well kept. And now we're going to move on to the rest of the day. So Romeo, our ambassador cheetah, is going to meet a function family of 5. The handling of animals and allowing interaction with people has come under some controversy, especially online. But the best thing I can say is to come down to Cheetah Outreach and check out a cheetah encounter and see how we do it and see how the animals are. And you know, for a guest coming in and being able to stroke a cheetah and hearing that purr and feeling that purr is, I think, a very special experience that I may be a little desensitized to. With any animal interaction, as a tourist, please research where you're contributing to first and why these animals are in captivity, and if it's a good, ethical, sound reason. And I believe for cheetahs that is the case, at least at Cheetah Outreach. With human habitats and human population exponentially increasing, all of these animals in the wild are losing their habitats. Cheetah is just one species that is under threat. Hey boy. I really feel that cheetahs need the support they can get from multifaceted aspects of conservation, and this is one way where we can really make a difference.